All right. Thanks so much for stopping by. It is 1:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, July the 27th. And if you trade EURUSD, you know that the markets are open in London, and this is usually the time when it really gets very active. So I wanted to stay up a little later than my usual window of trading to kind of give this commentary as a preliminary look at what's ahead in the week for this particular pair, and just kind of show you where I'm standing on my trading. Right now, I'm in a trade. I entered it back on Friday the 17th at about 3 o'clock in the morning. After it hit this 180-degree mark, I knew that it was going to be headed back down to the original position here eventually. I also did a few other calculations to determine whether or not it was going to reverse, and I knew that it wasn't going to do a reversal to the upside. So these calculations are based on planetary positions. And if you know anything about astro trading, you know that there's some math involved here. Okay. I always say it's not magic, it's math, and math is absolute. I trust the math. I don't trust the lagging indicators. As you can see, I have 0 indicators on my chart. When I do my initial analysis, I initially plot out the planet positions and see where I can expect some activity. And if I zoom in a little bit closer here, you'll see a light blue line. Let me see if I can zoom that in. These blue lines, vertical lines, indicate where there was some activity. So there was a gap here. Doesn't look like much, but it's definitely an indicator of something on the horizon to come. This was off of a price point low, there was a low of 1363. So a price point converted into planetary position let me know that this was going to be a downward little spiral here, which it did. So let's see how many pips that would have been if somebody had come in. I usually wait until I get an indicator like a double top or a double bottom. And basically, that's followed generally by an engulfing candle. And as you can see here, this is an engulfing candle. But it's also a double top. Okay. And so when I see a double top, I know that there's going to be some pushback on going in the opposite direction of that top. In this case, that would have been, let's say we come in at this candle here and come down to this low here. That would have been 21 pips. To some people, that's not enough. But, when you trade small, in my opinion, and you do a larger percentage of small trades that are successful, you make a lot more money than if you were just trading larger positions or larger pip counts. We have here on Friday 31st, a turn, expected turn. So I think before we get there, though, there's going to be a lot of jig-jagging between 90 and 270, possibly 360. If we get a 360 hit, which is possible, then this one here, right? So that would give us a change of character, meaning that we could probably go further up. This blue line indicates a node level that was of strong resistance. And so if we get a new higher high here at the 360, then we can expect a reversal to pull back and retrace at least 68.1 or 61.8, the golden ratio. Okay. So I think on my next video, I'm going to show you how I do these calculations. I'll show you how I come up with these distances. And it's just really, let me just give you this key information here. 90 degrees, 180 degrees and 360 degrees are hard turns, meaning hard reversals. The price might jump above that level a little bit, but it's always going to bounce back in the opposing direction, because that's just the way the market is. That's the rhythm of the market. And so I'm going to take this off. And so those levels I mark because they give me really good indicators of where the market is going to find some play, And as you can see here, on these levels marked, if you look back, you can see where there was resistance going to the upside here. There was support on that same level here. And let's see here. And it bounced around on that level, 270, a little bit. But as you can see on this 270 here, we got a 1, 2, 3, and then a breakthrough. So usually it'll touch 3 or 4 times before it actually breaks through to the other side. And then the other side will, it'll determine what it's going to do. There was a great big fall here. And one thing I wanted to point out as well is you can always count on whatever the degree is for, your low, you can always count on it coming back to that area. In this case, there was 326 degrees on July 15th, which was last Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And the 180 degree mark from that was on the 16th, the very next day, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And so when it came back down here to 322, that was only 4 degrees off from where it was here, which is pretty close proximity. So I would say that even though the low was at 322, the price itself, the candle that closed right at that level of the 326 previous candle mark. So again, that was significant. So let me put on a Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo to see where my change of characters and my breaker structures are. Okay, so we have a change of character, breaker structure here, right? And then right here, that was your change of character right there. And where are we now? Okay, we got to change a character to the upside here. Make it a little bigger. Thing is, we have a gap, and this gap right here has to be filled. So it's coming back. Price is going to come back and grab up or cover up this gap. If it does, it may continue to this level of support. This is a strong level of support, this red line here. It's also within the demand, the supply area. Okay, so, discount. You can buy a discount right here in this area because this is where prices seems to be hovering and gathering at. So it's a good possibility that's going to come back and grab this gap or fill this gap, touch off on this demand, the supply zone, and then pull back up to the upside, possibly making it to a higher high at our 270 degree line. we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But the things that I'm looking for, the date that I'm waiting for is this right here, because when we hit the 31st at 12 a.m., just a little after midnight, there's going to be a change in direction in the market trend. So I'll be watching that, try to catch that wave. And if I miss it, oh well, it's because I was really tired. But thanks for watching. And if you want to get on the wait list for the golden ratio method, where you can learn how to use the planets to predict markets like WD Gann, the wait list is open. You can go to intro.goldenratiomethod.com and get on the wait list, and you'll get 50% off on the enrollment when we actually open the course. So watch your emails because it is coming soon. Thanks for watching, and make sure you like and share and subscribe because I'll be doing these weekly projections every Sunday, early Monday, like today. So again, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.